Hey, yo, what's good? What's poppin'? What's happening with you all? It's your boy Gold Phoenix in the flesh. Rise from the ashes and be blessed. You already know what it is. Listen up. Right now I'm chilling over here in Breezewood, Pennsylvania at the TA Gateway. You feel me? I delivered my load. Came over here. They tried to send me somewhere I didn't want to go. It's one of the rare times I turned down 2 loads that they proposed. So now I'm just sitting. It is what it is. But I'm a little bit hungry. So we're gonna go ahead and chef something up. You know what I'm saying? You guys know I rant and rave about this Galan's air fryer, convection oven, situation microwave, of course. That's what we're working with, right? We got these French beans right here. You feel me? Low carbs. Mind you, everything, you know what I'm saying? Low carbs for real. French beans. We got some of these goddamn baby carrots. You feel me? Gonna cook some of them up. Now this is where the choice is. Am I trying to do the filet mignon, or do I want the WAGYU ribeye? Decisions. Eeny, meeny, miny, ribeye. You know what it is? WAGYU. Gotta do that. I've eaten a lot of steaks, but I haven't made myself one of these. And the last WAGYU steak I had was in Las Vegas. It's an 8-ounce New York strip. That joint was $150. Don't come for me. Yes, I paid that much for a steak. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this together. First things first, I'm rewatching Arrow. I just felt like it, right? You gotta have something on the TV, all right? That's step number 1. Number 2, you gotta get your seasoning. Second thing you're gonna need your seasonings. Now, I'm a huge fan of garlic. Like, I got some minced garlic right here. I got garlic, salt. You know, I got more minced garlic in my fridge. I got freaking, well, that's unfortunate. Garlic, salt. I'm probably just gonna chuck this in the trash, actually. Get rid of that. So, since I'm gonna do WAGYU, I'm just gonna keep it simple. Straight salt, pepper, sea salt, of course. Now, one of the main downsides to this is, in the truck, my inverter is only but so strong. It's 2,000 watts. I can only do one thing at a time. Now, while I'm using this oven, typically, especially if the APU isn't on, which, as you can hear, it's not currently running per se, I can only do one thing at a time, right? So what I'm gonna do, essentially, I'm gonna season the steak. I'm gonna let it sit there and get up to room temperature. You know what I'm saying? Let all the good stuff get absorbed up in it. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull out my skillet, essentially, and I'm gonna put a little bit of water in that joint, and then I'm gonna cook these on that instead of microwaving them like I could. You feel me? I think everything just tastes better. And the time it takes me to do that, it'll allow me to let the steak rest before cutting into it and marinating a little bit of butter wrapped in aluminum foil. Peep the game plan. All right, so step number 1, right? You got the steak right here. I'm gonna sit that off to the side for the time being. Before I cut this open, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to season the cutting board. Reason being, obviously I want to get a good coating on each side. And when it comes to with salt, you want to be kind of generous with it because you lose a lot of it in the cooking process. Boom. Nice dusting on my hands. Get the pepper. Be kind of generous with that. Boom. So you're just keeping it nice and simple. Obviously you want to be cleaning as you go. That's the biggest, most important part to cooking in the truck. Boom. So now that I got that there, we are going to, first off, grab the scissors, chop into that joint right there. I'm gonna set the scissors off to the side. This is raw meat, so make sure I clean those pretty much immediately. Alright, so I'm gonna grab these gloves before I freaking pull that out. I just needed to make sure it was cut properly. I go through a million of these gloves working with raw meat in the truck. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I'm gonna pull that out. Look at that. So the one thing I was missing, my olive oil. All right, you want to make sure you get the olive oil with no bodies, you know what I'm saying? Extra virgin, you feel me? Put a little bit of that on my hand. I'm gonna just get a nice coat on that joint. Boom. Now I'm not worried too much about making a little bit of a mess on my actual table because like I said, I'm gonna clean it as I go. I had the olive oil in the way, so basically what I just did was I dabbed it on each side as evenly as I could, or as well as I could. You feel me? I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Boom, slap that joint on there. I'm gonna change one of these gloves. Better yet, I'm gonna change both. Put a little olive oil on top of that. You guys tell I'm not the best chef in the world. Oh, this is all new to me, man. Just trying. You're just trying to do better. But no matter what I do in here, it's gonna be better than that truck stop stuff that'll practically kill you. You feel? Boom. Boom. So I got a good, decent bit of salt on that side. But like I said, I'm gonna be generous with it. Boom. Give me a nice coat of that. Nice coat of. Boom. Grab another glove real quick before I flip it. Like I said, I go through a million of these things. Sure. Make sure you get both sides. Now what I'm about to do real quick, so I got it seasoned up to my liking, is I'm going to put this on a plate and let it sit and rest to get up to room temperature while I clean the cutting board real quick. And while that's happening, I'm going to preheat the oven. It does have, if you're gonna bake something, it does have a preheat option. But working with the air fryer, basically what you want to do is set it to like 400 degrees or whatever the heck you're gonna cook it at for about 6 minutes and let it get up there while I get everything else prepared. But for now, I need to clean this up real quick. I literally just sat it in a bowl off to the side for a little bit. But check it. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Don't judge my mess. I know my truck is a mess right now. I'll clean it up later. But basically, this is a rack. Boom, aluminum foil. Coat that. Put it on top of this little thing. Something is missing. That's what was missing. So anyway, boom, we're gonna sit that joint right here. Make sure that's lined up properly. Obviously, I'm not as coordinated as I like to think. Wow. Come on. Come on! Come on! All right, there we go. Bam. Take this piece. That on top right there, air fry 400 degrees, and we're gonna let it preheat for about 6 minutes. And while that heats up, it'll let that get up to room temperature. I already cleaned this up. As you can see, basically I got me a sponge. I put water in that joint, sprayed a little bit of that on there, you know what I'm saying? Did my thug dizzle. Patience is key. Guys, I've got to bear with me. I'm trying to do this all with one hand. But anyway, boom, so we're gonna take that top piece off. Everything is nice and preheated. I do not care how hot that thing is on the table. Take this off, slap that on there. Man, ain't she pretty? Boom, hold up. Now I'm still learning how all this works, so I'm trying to go for like a little medium, you feel me? Something like that is about, I wanna say maybe an inch thick. I'm gonna put it in for 7 minutes on each side and see what happens. It's the first for everything. I've never done a Wagyu, and if not, I got like 2 more steaks in my fridge. That first 7 minutes is down. pull that joint out and flip it, but look at that. So far, so good. A lot of people believe like it's not a good steak if it doesn't have that sear. I personally do not care. I could pan sear it, but we're not gonna do that. I'm not too worried about it. Boom. So I'm gonna hit it with another 7 minutes at 400 degrees. And then when that comes out, we're gonna stab it with this. So me personally, I'll eat anything between like medium rare and medium well, but obviously I want a medium. But as long as it falls between 130 to 150 degrees, I'll be cool with it. We'll see what happens. It already smells amazing in here, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Boom. Like I said, I ain't too worried about the temperature of this thing. I really don't care. But next step, meat thermometer. See what happens. It's harder to do this with one hand than it looks. Okay, 150. So it looks like it's going up into the medium well temperature range. 160. I don't remember. I'm not too sure what temperature that is or what type that is, but I'm gonna eat it either way. It's already got this piece of butter laid out right here. Boom, tongs. Boom. All right. That drip for a minute, only because I'm trying to do this with one hand for you guys. Boom, sit it on top of the butter, and now I'm gonna wrap that up and sit it off to the side. See some of the juice leaking out of that. It's all good though. I'm gonna sit this off to the side here and let that rest. What I did with this is on stove top. I put a little water in there, and I already have these set to the side. So once that joint starts to simmer, boil, whatever the heck you want to call it, I'm gonna throw those in there to cook in that. Once it's finished, and then I'll season them. Boom, look at them. Good enough. Essentially, you just gotta stir that around, let it sit, heat up, stir it, move it. You know what I'm saying? It's real easy. Then I'm gonna drain the water out, season it probably inside the same pan before I turn the AC on to cool these joints off. Yes, I'm just trying to do better. That's it. Just trying to do better. So we got the WAGYU ribeye, you feel me, with the baby carrots, the French beans, salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic on those, on the vegetables, you feel me? I'm gonna bite into that first. Delicious. I ain't even hating on that. Take one of these carrots, you know what I'm saying? You gotta say the best for last. If I could grab that joint, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's hard. That's hard right there. Where do I start with the steak, man? You know, we're gonna cut a piece off this corner. It's a little bit more cooked than I would like for it to be, but I'm used to working with thicker steaks. I just saw the WAGYU and was like, screw it, I'll try it, but that's what we looking like right there. Bon appetit. Oh my God. Even though I screwed this up, that's still busting. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, cooking in a truck honestly is not that difficult if you have the right equipment to do it. the main key. You gotta clean as you go. Oh my God. You clean as you go. And just try to keep your stuff organized. So like the cabinet that I keep all of my seasonings and stuff, after I'm done recording this, I'm going to pull everything out and put everything back in there just to keep it, you know, copacetic. You feel me? I'm waiting for the pan and all that stuff to cool off. Then I'm gonna clean the dishes outside, like I said, with this joint right here. I'm gonna clean them outside, rinse them. I got plenty of water, no big deal. I'm gonna pack all that stuff back away. Let my oven, microwave, whatever you wanna call it, cool off. And then put everything back inside of it that I keep, you know, because I use that thing for storage as well. Take the trash out. Pull this footage off the camera. Put it on the computer. I'm not gonna edit it tonight, but look at that. I'm just gonna have it set up. I'll worry about editing later. And I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my night, you feel me? They tell you don't talk if you got food in your mouth. But they was talking to y'all, not me. I do what I want. Man, this is good. But anyway, I just figured I would share that with you guys. It's not something I would typically do. It's not something I thought I could do. I know the recording was a little bit awkward. It was awkward for me too, just because, you know, doing it with one hand and trying, you know what I'm saying? It's a bit, it disturbed my flow a little bit, and it's cool, but I figured somebody would be able to learn from this and learn that it is possible to eat a healthier, have healthier food options if you're willing to go grocery shopping and get the equipment that you need in order to cook the stuff properly and take the time out of your day or a night to do it for yourself instead of just running inside. Like I said, I'm in Breezewood, bro. I could just go in there and grab me a little Arby's sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Instead I'm cooking. Instead I'm doing it for myself, you know. In the long run, your body, your stomach, your skin will all thank you. So at the end of the day, even though you're sacrificing a little bit of time and energy, the overall health benefits of doing this kind of thing for yourself far outweigh the inconveniences, and that's just my opinion. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera off and enjoy the rest of this because, oh my God, it's so good. Anyway, as I always tell you guys, be happy, stay blessed. Do not be afraid to make drastic changes in your life. It might end up being the best decision you ever made. I am the one and only Gold Phoenix. Maybe Chef Phoenix today.